Hello, my name is Daniel. Thank you for joining my YouTube channel. I appreciate you, your time, and your support. In today's video, I want to dive into a review and take a close-up look at this game with you all called Breachers. Right now, I am using the MetaQuest 2, so this is going to be for VR. On Breachers, I'm going to be reviewing the version of 19.4.3. You may be using the same version or a later version depending on when you're watching this video. As soon as I load into the game, this is where I spawn into. Oh, also, before we continue, should you have any questions at all at any point throughout this video, I encourage you to drop a comment down below. I'm going to do my absolute best to assist you in the best possible direction. So as you can see, when we load in, this is basically the main menu. This is the load screen right here. This is how we can begin playing games. Over here, you can see we just have a whole bunch of environment, really. There's nothing that we can do over here like we can on the left. If you take a look over here on the left, we have the armory and the gun range, some elevators that are inoperable over there. Allow me to show you the environment real quick. So you're going to notice that I'm under a roof right here. I'm not sure if you can tell on your end, but the audio is going to change when we come out here to an area where there's no roof, more rain. You're also going to notice that there is a lot of traffic down here and a lot more basically going on. You can hear police sirens now, and if I'm correct, there's some planes that occasionally fly over. So right off the bat, one thing that I'm noticing about Breachers is that it's a very immersive environment, and it does feel like I'm drawn into this environment because of all the sounds that I hear. Now again, you're watching it on the video, but when we're using the MetaQuest, the way that we hear audio is far different from a video. So there's that as well. This is really immersive, and I really do like the way that it feels. You're also going to notice that when you enter the game, when you go from open sky to under a roof, that sound changes as well, giving you that feel that you're really under a roof. So you're going to notice that when I come over here, it gets much quieter and there's a lot less rain. And for me, it's easier to hear myself. I'm going to come over here now to the gun range. Just to prove over here, these are inoperable. Let's go ahead and actually take a look at the armory and the gun range. Let me go to the armory first. You may occasionally want to check out this board right here and see if there's any new updates that you come across or anything like that. There's always some information that you may kind of want to take with you along the way. Here is the armory. We're going to go ahead and make our way over here. This is the gun range safety. Feel free to pause so that we can thoroughly read this on your end. Navigating on this way. Right here is the armory. So you can see we have rifles, shotguns, SMG, and sidearms. And right here is a little test area. We are going to be trying out these guns in the gun range so that way I can demonstrate this area over here. But on this screen right here, this is basically where you would come to customize your weapon. So you can see within here, you can go ahead and kind of browse through all the skins and take a look at different ones. So let's say, for example, you can see this Jesper right here has a banana on it, which is actually pretty cool. I like that skin a lot. This is where you would come and get that if you wanted it. As you can see, I have 0 currently. And this is basically an area, again, that you could just kind of feel free to do so and just keep browsing until your heart's content. Here is a shark skin, which is pretty cool. Have leopard, Omen, panther. So there's quite a bit here. You have orca skin. This one actually looks pretty cool. Vezna's piece. So you get the idea. Right here is where you can come and customize and look at all the various different skins within this inventory. And right here you can kind of test out the firearm. So if you are wanting to invest into the skin, you can kind of come over here and check out the firearm. Now, this isn't where we want to practice. Where we want to practice is the room next door at the gun range. So let's go ahead and take a trip over here. You can see right here is the gun range. So this right here is what you want to utilize if you're brand new to the game. If you're not familiar with anything, you want to come to this area over here and get familiar and take a look at all the weapons. You can kind of see right here on this wall, all of these weapons right here are actually within the game, and this is what we use to accomplish our missions within Breachers. So you can see right here, for example, we have an EMP, we have a door blocker, cloaking device, RCP. You can get the idea, and then it's going to repeat all the way. We have some sidearms there, shotguns, here we are, and then we have some other perks, grenade, as you can see. That one right there is a floor. I don't know the terminology for that one, but that one belongs on the floor. It's all here, as you can see. So if you were wanting to test out any of the gear, We can't test out these right here, or like the EMP, the cloak, or anything like that, door blocker. However, you can see when we come in here, we can take a look at all of these different weapons in here. So you have assault rifles, you have submachine guns, sidearms, and this is actually the start of the list. So you could just kind of take it down. For example, if I wanted to use the Jesper, I'm going to go ahead and place a red dot, and then I'm going to start. As you can see, a Jesper appears. Once I take the Jesper into my hand here, I'm going to shoot to start. Here's the countdown. And here's where we can practice and get familiar with our aim and get comfortable with our shooting. And you can kind of do this as much as you'd like until you are comfortable. Here's where you'll practice your aim, getting used to how this works. Here's where you'll practice your reloading as well. All of that is going to go down right here within the gun range. You can do this with essentially any weapon that's available. So let me show you here. Let's say if I wanted to use, let's see, a Vezin. We can go ahead and do a Vezin, then we put a hollow on there, and then I can do start here. Here we have the countdown, and then repeat. You get the idea behind this. So this can be repeated infinitely until your heart's content. That's what the gun range is for. You can kind of, basically like a little game here, so to speak. Repeat as needed, and then let's get on over to the main area. Let's get on over into the action. Let's step into some games here. Let's go ahead and play some multiplayer games and see who's online and see what people are, or how people are playing tonight. So for this area right here, this is going to be a friends list. Right here, this is going to be the play area. So as you can see, within the play area, we have quick play, competitive, server, browser, and then we have private server. We have training, career, options. If again you're not familiar, you can go through training. This wasn't here before. This is new right here, so this is awesome that they added this. You can kind of go as you wish. I love team deathmatch. I have yet to play outpost, but we can go ahead and try it here. So I'm going to select team deathmatch and outpost. And then I'm going to leave it on normal, and then we're just going to go ahead and leave all the defaults there and just hit start. From here, we're just going to test everything out and see how this map is, get used to it. You get the idea. I'm going to go ahead and go with the Vezin. I'm going to do holographic sight. As you can see, all of those are my settings there. I'm going to pick a frag and a healing syringe. That's going to be my setup for this round. Now, this is my first time ever playing this map since the last time I've been on. I haven't seen this right here, so there's been a lot of updates since, and it's very exciting. This is actually a really cool map. And I like how compact these team deathmatch maps are. It makes these team deathmatch more exciting and very, very fast-paced. And then here is where we can kind of fine tune our skills, practice reloading on the field, practice aiming, getting startled. Right there, I got a little startled. So all of this is just kind of trial and error and practice. It really is just an ongoing practice here. Just getting used to the game, making sure that you're comfortable. That feels more important, knowing how the mechanics work, like you're aiming. And when I first started, I think my biggest issue was knowing how it aimed. I used to kind of over aim or under aim, and my bullets weren't going where I wanted them to. So that's something that you may experience. Again, it's just trial and error and getting used to the entire game. That didn't go as planned, unfortunately. Oh. So you can kind of see the red mark is where I got eliminated from. Let's go ahead and throw this bomb here. Let's see what we can do. So as you can see, I'm still getting used to the mechanics myself. One thing that I was never really good at is throwing with my less dominant hand. I could do a little bit better with my right hand. Oh. Well, you get the idea. Allow me to redeem myself though. Let me come back here and let's get one of these grenades thrown. So as you can see, once you get used to it, you can definitely chunk grenades as you saw me do right there. Ignore the first 2 times. So you can see I have 20 shots. Should have enough here. So I got a little startled there and I kind of just froze up, and you can kind of see I turn. Ongoing practice here. Let's see if we can get a kill here. Nope. I think this would be a lot funner on hard as well. So once you start getting more used to it, you can change your difficulty to hard. If you're not comfortable, you can definitely start off at easy. So it's really up to you at your discretion, kind of learn at your own pace here. It's a lot of fun. So the environment, the graphics look great. The environment's immersive. Oh, there we go. It caught me off guard a little bit there. But you can see the graphics are fantastic. Definitely not good. So we have 30 kills remaining. After this, we can go ahead and run some gameplay on multiplayer to see how that plays out as well. So we can kind of pass our own judgment as we see this video play here. From over here, good job. And again, we are playing against bots, but you know, playing is playing. It's always fun. I don't really look at it losing as a bad thing. As long as I'm playing and having fun, then I'm enjoying myself. Which I am. I'm having a lot of fun. This is definitely a new map to me. This is my first time that I've tried this map. I got lucky right there. I should have been eliminated. Come around. Whoa, I was never gonna make it. We had 2 right here. Took 1 out at least. And you can hear footsteps as well, so if I stay here and you listen, you can hear players coming. So it sounds like people are right here and right here. If you listen, you can hear footsteps. So again, the game is really immersive. That's what I love about it. Dang, they got me. So off the bat, this is a very immersive game. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and quit this match, and then I want to head on over to some multiplayer. So you get the idea. At first impressions, I mean, this isn't my first time playing it, but when I first started playing the game, it took me a little bit of getting used to, but one thing that I never complained about was the graphics. I did experience a little bit of motion sickness along the way, but you kind of get used to it and kind of, I guess, outgrow that, so to speak. Right here, we have competitive. We have quick play, server browser, and custom game. You can see custom game is locked. I'm not going to get into that right now. To demonstrate the game, let's go on over to quick play and let's find a match here in this area, and then we can kind of proceed from there. Now, one thing I noticed too is loading never really takes too long either. It never really takes a very long time to be in the game. You can see I joined, and then now I'm actually being directed to the actual game. So we're going to be playing on Skyscraper here. My mic is muted so none of the players can hear me here, but I'm going to get a frag and a flash. I'm going to put a suppressor and a hollow on my weapon here. I'm going to speak to my teammate to see if any, or my team members here, see if anyone has a mic. Yo, anyone want the EMP? This map I've played many times. This one's been around since I started playing Breachers. It's called Skyscraper yet again, just to confirm there. And right now what we're doing is we're waiting to breach. So we're going to have to breach, and then we're going to set the EMP and plant it in order to win this round. We'll also have to eliminate all the other players. Now, I'm not sure at the moment if eliminating all the players is something that's necessary, or if you can win by just planting the EMP, but you get the idea. If you kind of just slow down, you can hear the footsteps. And again, I really never had anything to complain about in terms of graphics. Gameplay has never really been any issues. It just takes time getting used to. So if you're not a big fan of losing a lot, then you know, that may be something that you have to work on. However, all in all though, in terms of gameplay from Breachers, I've always been a fan of it. The community, as you can hear, I mean, they do talk a little bit if you talk. I've come across a bit of toxic people as well as friendly people. I've had a lot of great times on Breachers as well. I've laughed a lot on Breachers, and overall, I would give this game a solid, I would say maybe 4.5, maybe a 5 stars easily. I would say that I'm giving it such a high rating simply because the developers are always continuously bringing updates. The community is there as well. If you can find yourself a cool group of people to play with, then Breachers could be a lot of fun. If you're kind of just getting on from time to time and you're just playing with, you know, people that you're not familiar with, and it can be kind of hit or miss. So you may want to try to build yourself a group of people that you can play with that would match your energy and that you enjoy playing with. And I think that you would really get the most out of the game. So as you can see right now, I'm one player. We have 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 teammates per team if anyone was curious as well. And I know at this point I'm kind of just rambling about the game, but I'm just trying to be as thorough with the info that I'm relaying to you here. So this is a flashbang. Here we have a healing syringe. Well, I want to show you the graphics here. I want to take a little bit of time to actually show you these close up here. So here is some light, and I want to kind of show you them in a more lit up area. When this buy phase goes away, I want to show you that when you press and activate the syringe, that these graphics are interactive right here, that these components kind of move and the needle comes out. And this right here, when you activate this, a red light turns on. So the game itself is really immersive, and it does not necessarily feel like real life, but it does feel realistic when I play. It just takes a little bit of time getting used to letting go when you're throwing something, especially if you're trying to chunk it really far. So here we are. You can see all the players are finding their points to breach. So that's the needle right there. And then when I activate this, you can kind of see the graphics here. Just want to take a little bit of time to show you that there. I appreciate it. Thank you. We have company over here on B. I think he's smart. He dipped. Yeah, watch out, SD. I'm not sure if they're there. I can't confirm because I didn't see him, but the last place I saw him was around where you're at, right in front of that crate. All right. I'm gonna see if I can chunk the nade in there. I'm not sure if I can do it again, but we'll see. It looked like it was gonna go in there from my point. Here, allow me to redeem myself. Yo, I think one of the players laid him out. I saw him laying down right there, so I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna head in right now. Right here on 4. On 4 coming in. Got me. Good job, guys. So you can see this isn't a necessarily bad team to play with, although we're not really communicative. Although we're not really like communicating throughout the entire game, it's still not a bad team to play with. They're friendly, they're cool, and they're half decent as well, just like me. So all's well, I feel. One thing that I think is cool is, for example, if you press the left joystick, you can just drop straight to the ground like so. Little things like that really make for a better user experience. So as you can see, this team is pretty put together for us just being a bunch of strangers. Now we have to be careful when we move because they can hear us. So you can see with this team right here, they're friendly. They're more on the friendly side. They're sharing weapons and sharing money, so that way the team has more of a fighting chance. It's not always like that. You don't always get teammates that do that. You do get teammates that keep to themselves. You know, you do get teammates that don't say anything. You get teammates that don't spin. You get the idea. So there's a little bit of everybody and everything in between. All in all, though, I do feel like that makes for a better gameplay experience, a little bit more realistic, so to speak. So when I'm on yellow, I typically like to hold out and be patient. When I'm on blue, I typically rush in with the team and try to take over and plant. That's the idea in a nutshell. It's kind of the concept, easier to understand that way. Yellow, we chill and hang out and hold down the A and B points. And blue, we rush in and try to plant in those A and B points and eliminate the yellow team when we're blue. You get the idea, yellow eliminates blue, blue eliminates yellow. And I hope that this can give you some sort of idea as to what you can expect from Breachers VR. If you have any questions, yet again, please drop them down below, and I'm going to do my best to assist you in the best possible direction. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and ring that bell for me, as I will be bringing more videos like this. I appreciate your time and I thank you for watching. You have a great day.